I know some things. I know our character in Dragon Age Veilguard. I know our, know some things of Dragon Age Veilguard, right? Right? The character for Dragon Age Veilguard, right? Uh-huh. But I also know about Tauros, right? Remember there's a black Tauros? You've been playing Pokemon, right? There's black Tauros, right? Here's a try for you with a horn kind of thing going on, right? Look at the face. Oh my gosh. It's a two-headed face. It's so good. It is really good. I am like, what the heck? It's actually really good. It's pretty good. Yeah. Horizon Dawn has those crazy hairstyles too. Crazy hairstyle. It's a very creepy thing to look at, and it's kind of hard to say which would be the highlight of it. So I'll show you. It's just on the bow and arrow. To me, for this thing, I'd probably go with the elongated try. And then by going with the elongated try, because it's a V, then we go, like upside down, up, down, right? Because she also, X also mentions up, right? So you could do the whole up, down for now, right? And that's fine. The idea to look for hover is also in this picture. Flee, hover, up above the bow. Not with some color, but that's the idea to find hover, and that's the idea to keep looking for flee. And another try if you decide to flip the camera over, and then the 1, 2. I do like that a lot, by the way, even though it's not colored. This is what's so creepy about this picture. See, now you look at them both. This is the exact way. This is an even better way to look at them. So, the easy way to see this is you can just, turn over the camera, go to the Cape Crest, right? Go to the Cape Crest, imagine a pair of legs, go to the pair of legs and see what they're both connected to. And this one's an even better one due to the blank stare on the left. And on the right, fire. Pretty good. Pyra and Mithra, yeah, it's pretty dang good. Pretty good. Also, I'm pretty sure if it's able to do this, it's going to be very confusing and tell me I'm probably going to have to switch my camera over again. But who knows, right? Who knows? Sometimes stupidity does work. Other times, no. Okay, switch it over the other way. Oh, wow. That's crazy. A black X? Left corner down of the cape. That Lady Gaga music video, Judas, it's pretty good. That irritates me due to all I'm seeing primarily with this picture is Mario 64 stuff. Also, see a little bit of Ray, but I'm seeing mostly Mario 64 stuff, which is up above. 77. That's why the bow is vertical. It's a 77 for the bow. Okay. Yeah, Free Fantasia is a crazy game to look at, and Mario and Luigi is a crazy game to look at. That's why the bow is next to a 1-2, Mario and Luigi. Liv Morgan, see, she wears black underwear, but that does not mean that her butt needs to be black. You know what I'm saying? She can wear black underwear, but by the bow, there's, you know, and it still looks like black underwear if you kind of like look at it again, you know, right? But this is why you don't even have to rotate the picture for this part. But this is up. All this stuff is on the up part of the bow. There's a ray. I always expect to see a ray if I see an X. If I see an X, I almost expect every time that I'm going to find a ray somewhere. Sharp, pointy. You have to, when you're preparing a bow and arrow, it's slow. This is why Mario 64 stuff, preparing the shot of, you know, shooting your bow and arrow, you're going to have to pull back. It's quite slow. That is so strange that his leg is able to do that at the bottom. Like, normally his leg does not do this. Is it good enough? Looks like it. More Mario 64 stuff? Ew. Ew. Imagine, like, the legs being ripped off. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what would cause a lot of screaming, too, right? What a crazy witch, right? Yeah, because the witch, remember, the witch is using, like, it can use big to small, but, you know, color is also a thing. Sometimes when you're, like, coloring something in the design of a game, and I know this from programming, there's if you're coloring like an object and you color it enough, you add some kind of layer of detail to it, and it gets a little bit bigger than the other one, and the other one's small, and that's how you're making kind of the blend ideas. And blend is too crazy. I love blend. The reason I love blend a lot also is it's not just fade. You don't ride with fade, shade. It's kind of like the shades, the hues, and all that. Look, if you pay attention to this, you're going to turn over and you can turn it back to its normal way. But if you actually end up paying attention to what I'm saying right here, you can go all the way up to his left leg, and there's a dark BP. Our bird was really crazy in Zelda because it was just a very crazy bird idea. Side order was insane because it was all black shadows, right? Side order would be the preferred one due to, you know, that side order came out way too fast and it was really crazy, and they did a box art kind of idea for DLC, you know, really crazy one. The sword holder is good. Yeah, the sword holder is doing some good things with the black holes. It's doing some fine things with the black holes. That's fine. Yeah, it's gonna look like a butt, you know, like Ray is gonna look like a butt, and then like there's like a mouth. It's gonna look like that, and you know you're gonna think about Zelda Ocarina of Time due to, you know, the stuff that you do in Zelda Ocarina of Time when you pull, right, the stone, and then you go down the hole, go down a hole, you know. Yeah, Ocarina of Time. I'm a little surprised by, like, you know, people still want to try and honor an old YouTube video for being, you know, critical on Ocarina of Time. But you know what's I've learned, and I've matured. I've matured enough. I've learned to like look at certain kinds of video games. And Ocarina of Time, I understand that people try to argue with Ocarina of Time due to, like, it's not the most difficult Legend of Zelda game, but it's still, to me, I consider it difficult due to all the thoughts that you can get out of it, you know, because you can get a lot of thoughts to it. So I'm just not like, you know, I'm just not like willing to be like, you know, it's like, okay, whatever. But if you think about it, like the time, the effort of it, and the different ideas you can do in it, that's very nice. It's very free play kind of stuff, right? It's a really cool thing, and I like seeing the different ideas that people actually come up with it. And then when you look at that speed run of Ocarina of Time, that's actually a really cool speed run. Look at that, man. That's crazy. Wow, what the heck? More pointy butts. Oh, no. Mouth pointy butt by his waist belt. Oh, wow. That's pretty good. A half boob. Okay. Right? It's pretty decent. You know, I mean, do you know how, like, that's why I'm trying to find the nasty skin connectors. Due to, like, you know, like, could you just imagine you're just seeing, like, one boob or one arm, one leg or something, and it's attached to something, right? That's the kind of idea when I'm playing Shadow of the Colossus. That's the ideas I like to look for. Because I'm just like, I get that they want to be confused with the Mario 64 thing right now. So see, now I'm starting to kind of creep you out, right? Well, Mario 64 is very creepy too. The things I like to look for in Mario 64 are certain things, and you're going to be playing Fortnite. So let me know what's in the new update of Fortnite, please. If you're watching this video, comment to me. Let me know what's on Fortnite. You know, Fortnite has the banana suit, right? You know, peanut butter jelly time, right? A lot of crazy things, right? Okay. It's a still tiny. Yeah, the mouth hole is big. It has a big, like, you know, face structure to it and a tiny up above, which is cool because, you know, I'm looking for boobs. I'm looking for a lot of boob stuff and a lot of crazy things like that, you know. But that's what I like about the Mario 64 thing also, by the way, is I like the Mario 64 thing as, like, to be very abstract, you know, just very, very abstract. And this one does not even have to be the right color base because it's creepy, right? So it has an elongated, it also has an elongated you can look at. It basically does the whole elongated thing because it wants you to look at Ray. And Ray is just a very crazy Shadow of Colossus thing. So it's wanting you to see that. And then maybe even think about things like, I don't know, the Monados. And the creepy thing that Noah says, because Noah says, I don't want my, you know, he's like, I get so sick and tired of this Monado. Yeah. And hey, look, there's our bird. If we want to look at our bird not being black, we want to look at the bird and tell that because of wisdom. This is going to be really messed up. Hey, look, if it's right up above, it's going to be like a Y, about Y, because it's going to be a butt and legs, you know. But then it's going to go up, and then it's going to go into like a kick. Yeah. Does it kind of look like a sigil? Almost looks like a sigil. Almost. If you really want to get creative, maybe it would be a sigil. S. Gosh, right? You remember Mesmer, right? You remember all the cool things that Mesmer does, his positionings, right? $77 again. Ooh, that's the one I kind of like right there. I like that one. That one's evil. But, I mean, like, that's like, you know, it's BP being evil. Yo, BP, that's a little bit too evil, but there you go, right? Oh my gosh, it does. It looks like a butt. But why? But why, BP? Silver butt. Gosh. Only love, huh? BP is so It's such an odd, that's why I want to find BP. BP is such an odd design. BP is an odd design, likes to look like Mario 64 stuff. It's all in this kilt. If you're confused and you want to find it, I'll show you the easy way to find it. Go to his right leg and just go up. You're going to see these holes, and you're going to follow these holes, and you'll end up seeing these crazy holes. And one hole's filled, right? The other hole's not filled, which basically, you know, like, I mean, if you, you know what our disappointing thing is, if you ever saw somebody you knew covered, right, in cum, that was somebody you knew and you saw them, it'd be a kind of like crazy event, right? Feel a little messed up. Now there's the Zelda all the way up there, the one that Talons wants to look like a little Zelda thing. Yep, there's our right foot, our boots. I'm liking the Amy stuff because Amy's just 3 letters. But I also like Ray a lot, so, you know. But the boots are pretty crazy. I mean, remember I showed you the other pair of boots, the Hammer Slammer. You know, friends with Mimi. There's our sharp feet again. You know, X, she just has really good shoes. So that's kind of the cool thing of looking at Wanderer's butt, is you're going to see to the side of his butt some sharp legs. That's why she just has really good shoes. X's shoes are very creepy. They're very multi-dimensional shoes. They're very haunted shoes. The 1, 2, 3 amazement is good. It never has to be like the same kind of shape. But the 1, 2, 3 is really good on his clothing of his kilt. But there's really good little 1, 2, 3 thing. And I'm getting into the 1, 2 steps because Aiko has the 1, 2 steps. And, you know, Aiko has this slash. So it could be the slash for the different holes of the eyes, right? So, you know, Aiko's pretty crazy. Is that game called, what do they call that video game? They call that video game. I don't know. Looking at this is going to really weird me out, but I might as well look at it. I'm going to look at the first one that I know about, because it's just so really creepy when you start to look at it. Come on, I'm looking at Story of a Mystery. Is it Story of a Mystery? Is Story of a Mystery really around here? And we have a Story of a Mystery going on? This is going to be really creepy. Story of a Mystery. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Yeah, that's one of the arcs right there. Is it on the cape? Yeah, I've always imagined from Sonic Secret Rings box art, it's always been disturbing due to its easily going into a BP. That's the whole point of the Sonic and the Secret Rings box art. It easily goes into BP kind of stuff. But it's really crazy. They don't have to use like the exact shape of fire. And the reason they do that is you're going to look at Shadow of Colossus pictures. And then you're going to get into the Mario 64 Rise kind of stuff. And this is why the whole entire Sonic the Hedgehog thing is so scary. Sonic and Secret Rings, by far, is one of the best video games I've ever seen. It's just a really crazy video game. If you think about Blatant's, and you think about the ending of like how Sonic's eyes just change white, it's so creepy. It's very creepy. You know, looking at this thing, watch this. This is so weird. This is weird of me, but you know what? You know, it's that kind of thing, you know. It's crazy the foot's not making fire, right? But it's most likely for a hover kind of thing, because later we have Sonic Colors. You know how he's just like yelling out hover. But it's still, you know, it's still giving some ideas, right? There you go. The fire. Yeah, it's creepier to look at the fire when it looks different, right? Yeah. Sonic and the Secret Rings is a very crazy game. Very insane. There's a T. I don't know if we can find the T. I think we're pushing our luck, but we got the. You know what? That's the thing, though. We still were like looking at this picture, and at least we got the S. Yeah, we got the S because I love Flea. So yeah, there you go. The S. Yeah. Sonic and the Secret Rings bow. I mean, you can light a bow on fire, you know. Bad aspirin silver, huh? That's a confusing one right there. That one's okay, though. I mean, what, you know, we got Spyro and all kinds of things. I mean, you know, we're going to be led to this thing, right? Nasty. Nasty to think of what the crest is really trying to do right now. To me, the crest, it looks like the crest is trying to be a little bugger or something crazy, right? X. Yeah, it's X. X has a vagina. Yeah, X has a head. Yeah, the crazy stuff it's doing right there. Okay. We also know that Maya has a very crazy headpiece, and she likes to talk about locusts, you know, because that's one of the things that Maya likes to talk about is locusts. Maya's a very confusing character from Jak and Daxter. I really like the ideas that they had by it. It was so creepy because they just wanted to, you know, give a little bit more lines to Maya so Maya could, like, talk, right? And the whole idea behind that was so good because Goal exactly looks like a flea. And Maya's crazy part is that she can say locust, but she does not need to say roach, you know? And then Star Fox talks about roaches, right? So that's kind of like, that's how crazy the Jak and Daxter game series is. By far, another blatant game, too, by the way. Jak and Daxter is one of those blatant games. You'll find a try down below his kill on Wanderer's Kill. And Wanderer's Kill is going to have a 1, 2, 3 try, and that's like Mario 64 try stuff. And, you know, if you're going to, you know, if you grab a piece of clothing, you're going to have to claw it. You know what I'm saying? If you grab like a piece of clothing of Wanderer's clothing, you're going to claw it, right? You know, that kind of thing, right? If you grab onto a butt, right? You know, you're going to claw a butt, all kinds of things, right? Dirty fingers, ew, right? Yeah. If you do dirty fingers in the wrong area, yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? Get your hand soap, wash your hands. Get some hand soap, wash your hands. But yeah, like the Locust Army, Yu-Gi-Oh! Has swarms of locusts. You know, there's all kinds of crazy things going on with that. But if they find it, Big Brother, if they find it, Big Brother, exactly. If they find it, it will be crazy. They will have to search for it. Yes, they will. Wow, a Shin Megami Tensei V kind of crammed on his cape. That's a little bit odd right there. That's the whole idea behind the A? Is that the whole idea behind Pokemon Z, right? Maybe. Mewtwo just has to have, crazy legs. See, Mewtwo is just very good character design, though, because, see, that's the thing. Mew's hard to find, but Mewtwo's character design, that's why Green is trying to catch Mewtwo, because that's how creepy it is. See, greed is another thing. Here's a 1-2 mouth that's elongated. This is all, still by the bow and arrow. Oh my gosh, dude. You're too slow, Jacob. Whatever, I'm too slow. Whatever. Green, though, Green's very creepy. Yeah, it's a whole entire creepy thing. It's like Green wants to go into the Mewtwo cave to see Mewtwo due to the creepy design of Mewtwo and Golduck, because Mewtwo and Golduck have a very scary design. So it's just like Pokemon Red and Blue likes to tell you how scary of a game it is. So does, Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, which is why I tell people, hey, if a brand new game comes out, maybe it's a brand new game, maybe the game's a remake of a game, maybe there's something to it. But I always like to talk to people and tell them, hey, be careful. It could be really crazy what they're trying to do, And then they add the trainer Green, right? And she has a black dress, and Ray, and she's got, right? She's got some pretty creepy things about her. She's way too creepy. She's pretty creepy. It's like, oh yeah, we're going in the cave, and remember she's throwing Pokeballs at you. At you, not the Pokemon trying to capture you in a machine. Yeah, I want to see don't you want to see the original ideas of Capsule Monsters? Capsule Monsters was going to be crazy. Before it turned into, Pokemon Pocket Monsters is pretty crazy too. I prefer to call it Pocket Monsters instead of Pokemon all the time, due to Caterpie and Weedle and all that. Do you ever wonder? Do you wonder? There's code 13. Yeah, it's a code 13 kind of thing to look at. I wonder it's on the top of his shoulder. It's like a code 13, code 12 gate kind of thing going on. It's pretty crazy. Trying to use the number 2 of the 12 to, make a torso and boobs. It's pretty messed up. Yeah, there you are, Uni. I like slow. And Uni. They're beautiful. They're pretty. That's what I know about Mario 64 stuff. And I like them because they like to be connected and be a bunch of dickheads being connected and doing some BP stuff because it's Shadow of the Colossus. So they like to be a bunch of creepy characters doing things they're not supposed to be doing. Well, they can do the two-headed thing, the Together Forever from Mario 64. Yeah, they can do that. But they're also trying to remind me of how foolish it is, how foolish it is that there's also another secret, right? So they're trying to remind me of, the humans. And, when Shania Twain's singing Someone, somebody, someone kind of thing, yeah, it's that's the highlight, what I'm saying? The highlight is you want to try and find somebody, someone. And you've looked at Green's hair, right? And then you've looked at Shania Twain's hair, right? And, gotta make a change for once in my life, legs.